Thank you guys for tuning in on our episode on Hotspot. Today I'm here with a beautiful lady. I've known her for almost a year now.
That's right.
And she's more like a sister to me, I'm here with Eva Joy. Eva Joy, I would love to talk more about you, man. But I would appreciate if the viewers hear from your side. Who is Eva Joy?
All right. Eva Joy is a girl from Mutare, all the way from Zimbabwe. And as well, I'm Pastor Eva Joy, so I'm going to be chipping in some hallelujahs and some spiritual stuff. As much as it's the podcast, we still go back to God. And yeah, I go by the name Eva Joy Jasper on Facebook. And if you want to know more about what I do, Eva Joy Inspirational is the page to follow.
Yes, I think you have heard for yourself, guys. Yeah. Eva Joy Anotopisa. So whatever we're going to be talking here, you must be aware quickly. And also, I think I see read something. She's also loaded with information, and she's going to be inspiring a lot of people on our show here.
Right.
So Eva Joy, this is the week or the month of mothers.
That's right.
So I believe, are you also a mother?
I am a mother, a proud mother, and I'm glad to say it out. I am a mother.
A mother of how many?
I'm a mother of many. I'm a mother of many. Mother of many nations.
She's a mother of nations.
Of course.
No, but we're not talking about spiritual. We're talking about physical.
It's the same.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Also, guys, Eva Joy, tell us, there are people that are here that are listening to your voice, to your words, to your wisdom. Let's talk about mothers. What does it take to be a mother?
All right. Before I respond, let me just say Happy Mother's Month. Or if today is a Sunday, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, to all the foster mothers, because we tend to forget about the foster mothers. They are people that are willing to take another woman's child and take care of them like their own. They are mothers of those motherless homes. They are people, they are firstborns as well. Happy Mother's Day, Mother's Month with the firstborns. There are times you could see that in families, the parents are maybe not okay, or they're not well up, or they are gone to be with the Lord, and then you see that the firstborn is taking care of the children like is the mother. So Happy Mother's Month if you are a mother, or if you are a girl who have a motherly instinct, that's a mother.
Wow, that's so great, profound, I can say.
Back to your question.
It's great, yes.
The question again.
Also, my question was, I'm Dr. Kangano, you understand?
Who is a mother?
Yes. What does it take to be a mother?
I think to be a mother, it takes the motherly instinct, that love. That's how to be a mother. Because we tend to think that if a girl hasn't given birth to a child, she's not a mother. But you see or realize that there are girls in the society, just using girl because that's how we take it. If she hasn't given birth, girl. So there's a woman who doesn't have a child, but she's full of love and warmth. She has this motherly love with her. She is a mother, even though she hasn't given birth. Okay, let's go back to the Bible. God said to Sarai, you are the mother. Okay, to Abraham, father of many nations, through Sarai. Obviously, she was mother of many nations, but there was no child yet with her. So a mother is not the person who pushed in labor only. A mother is somebody who is willing to accommodate you and show you the love. So a mother is that person who has stepped in even when people that you think are close to you did not.
So in short, you are saying a mother doesn't mean kuti or something like that. But you might not have children or bear your own children, but you still reflect as a mother. Is it? I think for guys that are watching us from home, I think you can hear the wisdom that they are hearing. You can be a mother, understand? You can play a mother role without being a physical mother, you see.
Your pastor as well, she's a lady, she can play a motherly role. Yeah, your pastor's wife, your mother in the Lord, your spiritual mother, they play a motherly role that sometimes our own biological mothers might not be able to reach. So a combination of the two.
Okay, before you go there, I think I was going to ask that question on its own. It's another one, bro, that need your answer, the spiritual side and the physical side, they understand. Okay, what does it take to bring someone into this world, and or to the upbringing of somebody, be a girl or a boy, as a mother, what does it take?
That's a very good question that I will take the whole year to answer. But first of all, it comes with many changes. And for mothers that have given birth, you will agree with me that from the beginning of the whole journey, everything is adventurous. So you're likely to reach to the point of even giving birth without you noticing what is happening because it's new. So it's different with someone now giving birth for the second, third, fifth time. They actually know that, okay, that time has come. Okay, this pain, this is the thing. So when it comes to being a mother, the journey you can never tell. There are people you will ask, they'll tell you, whoa, the journey was a tough one. And there are people who will tell you, no, I couldn't even feel it. It differs with the people. There are people, when they give you their story, their version of how the journey to motherhood was, the tough one. You will hear someone saying, I don't want to give birth again, I don't want to be a mother again. And then you hear someone saying, no, but I love the whole thing. This is another just extra. I know it's a little bit out of topic. One of the reasons why someone will not enjoy the journey is when the father of the child is not around. That's something that affects the unborn child as well.
That's too deep, yes.
So, and somebody that is pregnant, married, and the husband is around, she is likely to enjoy the pregnancy more than the one that got pregnant. The man ran away. She's all alone in the whole thing. She has the cravings. She's feeling like she want to eat that, but she cannot have that. So that's a different child altogether that's going to come out of that womb. But all the same, we serve a living God. We have seen testimonies come out of that very type of situation.
Okay, I would like to say shout out to all single mamas that are out there. You guys, you represent
awesome.
that. Yes, yeah, they're awesome in another way.
Yeah.
You know, so walk us through your journey as the mother. Understand? Because you are reflecting what is out there. You see.
Yeah.
Are you married? Are you a single mother? What's happening? Complicated.
I think for now that is a little bit personal. I can say I'm single.
You can say you're single.
I can say I'm single for now.
All right, that's fine. Because there's a different raising children. Like you say in your own words, there's a different raising children as a single mom and raising children with your husband on your side. You understand? If you want something, your husband is providing. You know, and as a single, how did you do it from on your side?
Okay, I'll put it under the challenges that most mothers face. The challenges that most mothers face are that mothers suffers in silence and they are not talking. It's like a woman, like from where we come from, Zimbabwe.
Yes.
Women are taught that, look, this is it. If you are a mother, you're a mother now. Whatever you face it. And we're strong because of our background and our situations, how we were taught, our culture. We are taught to just strive on and be the strong person. But you realize that mothers strive in there. They suffer in silence. Let me talk about a single mother. Single mother from the beginning, if let's say the man ran away or maybe the man passed away, or the man is around but just not doing anything, she has to figure out that she makes herself well. She has to make sure that when the child is born, she has to feed the child, all the children. So we realize that many mothers suffer in silence, and a big shout out, and that I could say more grace to every woman that has had to raise a child or children and you are all alone. Really, God is with you. And also we realize that women are underestimated by their spouse, sometimes by their children, and by the community.
Yes.
That's what mothers feel like. Like, for example, you hear someone saying, a woman cannot do this kind of a thing. A woman cannot do this kind of a thing. You're stuck in that corner. You cannot do business. You cannot move forward with your finances. You cannot go forward in life. So you realize that this is part of the things that mothers go through. And if you are one of that you are listening, you feel like you are restricted, in one place, and you are told that you cannot. Look, there's no limit to what you can do. As long as you put your mind in it, anything you decide to put your mind in, there is no limit. You find yourself there and you even be asking yourself, but how did I end up here? This is what a strong woman does. And then lastly, usually mothers are disregarded. As long as, let me Anytime a woman, especially not yet married, give birth, come on, you are like in the community, people are like, no, 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 leave them. There's a stigma that the world will give you to say, okay, oh, she gave birth out of wedlock, or she was married and she could not stay in the marriage. And it becomes a stigma. And yet, being a mother is not a curse. So if you found yourself being a mother, you have a child, that child is a blessing. Those children are blessings. Don't allow anyone to make you feel like, okay, you are scrap or you are second-hand something. God loves you and God loves those children. They are
All right.
blessings.
You've got too much information, and I love your information because you are helping whoever is watching us right now on the Mother's Day. You understand? And to be honest, I'm so grateful to have you here sharing this same podcast today. But tell me something. You touch something that is very sensitive. You know that sometimes women they are enclosed. You know
Yeah.
they are they have certain boundaries that they cannot surpass. You know, do you think they have a room to speak out? And because someone is hearing and say, okay, I have something that is bothering me, but how do you go through that process to be able to find yourself within?
Okay. The first way, I'll answer you in three ways. Obviously, yes, there is a way of speaking out. Talking of standing for the women and the girl child, there is something called Everjoy Foundation. It's part of those things that we do. We empower the woman. You see, we fix the crown on that woman's head and we tell that woman that was told you are a failure, we make sure by the grace of God that the truth is known to them, because sometimes ignorance is the one that is working on people. What they don't know works against them. So when they're educated, when they're informed about a thing, they know better. So I feel that women, there are platforms out there that helps women, but then it depends on the person that has the vision to empower the woman. So I still feel women need to be empowered. I believe that a woman can paint. At some point in my life, I did painting for a living. At some point,
Is it?
I think I'll provide pictures since it's the yeah. Since
Wow,
the part you're gonna paste those. I've done baking. I mean, I've done much of the things that some people do. Ooh, so you were baking, and I was giving to all those Somali shops. But what is it? You're trying to make it work. Let me just say something. We are foreigners in this country.
Yes.
And because people are different, backgrounds are different, what follows people are different. We are not blinded to the fact that there is always something that follows you that doesn't want to see you make it. We cannot blind our eyes to that. How do you explain somebody coming to this country and 1, 2, 3, 4 years, nothing works, but someone came last week and then a month after they have a job? That difference has to tell you something, that there are powers that fight people, but that's not what we are talking about today. Now, someone comes here and they find it easier to do things, and then another person comes in here and then things are difficult. So some of us that come from other countries, as a mother, not forgetting what we are talking about, sometimes as a mother you have to do what you have to do to feed your family, to feed your children. Single mothers, God bless you. You have to, even if you have to bake, you have to bake all the night, because you know that I need to send my children to school. I need to feed my children. I need to take care of myself. So,
All right. Okay. I think from also side, I would say shout out to all single moms that are out there,
That's right.
to every woman as well. You know, tell me something. There are people that as much as we might talk about single moms, you know, there are also people that are married. You understand? What word of advice do you want to give to people that are married but they have a husband, kind of a husband? We are talking about whereby they will give you a bonus and say, no, you know what? You are a housewife. You know, you're only here to do certain things, certain duties. You understand? What word of advice would you give to such person?
my word of advice to that woman is that there are things, let me call them battles. There are battles that are won by just talking generally. Then there are battles that are won by love. See, there's a way you will talk to that very man that is maybe misunderstanding you, trying to spread your tentacles, because if you are empowered, is empowered. Your success is his success. So sometimes it's about how you bring the idea to him. You can bring a very good idea, but how you bring it might make him not want you to do that. And another thing, love is something that can win the whole thing. Yeah, love There's a way you love your husband. Even if you say, I want to do this, you'll be like, okay, the way this woman loves me and respect me, he will not say no to you because you have won him by love as well and honor. A man, let me say, a man, if you can speak to the child in a man, yeah, the child will come out. That will be like, okay, no, you too, no. That's how it is. But if you can speak to the king in a man, the king will come out. Make him feel like the king that he is. And when he feel like the king that he is, come on, you'll be a happy woman. Although they are men, no matter how much you treat them like the king, they will still ditch you. So
Wow, that's profound. Dear viewers that are watching us from home, wherever you are, men. You just said men, they are kings. Oh, thank you so much for that. We are kings.
shout out to
you
the
know.
men watching. See, I respect you guys.
So, dear kings at home, let's not put boundaries on our women,
That's right.
on our wives. Let's let them explore the world as much as we would love to.
Yes.
And sometimes it's very, very important
Yeah.
that your breakthrough might come through a woman.
That's right.
But it's so difficult. We are down in Africa here. We always believe that the man is the one who has to lead.
Yeah.
But sometimes the wife might be a good leader than a man.
Yeah.
I believe in that.
Still on that,
But still remains the kings. The men still remain the king.
they remain the king.
But maybe God has blessed you through the wife.
Let's talk about what is happening these days, which might be one of the topics in our podcast.
Yes.
Not seven. The so-called the fivefold. There's a lot of nonsense happening, and at some point you sit down and you'll be like, you see, I feel at some point God is really disappointed with the kings. To a point, he's beginning to rise up ladies. He's beginning to rise up Deborahs. And a Deborah did not just wake up and be a Deborah. A strong woman is made out of circumstances. Some of the circumstances I've mentioned here. You don't wake up and you're a giant. You don't wake up and you see, Bolt was a champion because he ran many races and he won. Bolt was a champion because there are races he actually also lost. But that does not define him as not a champion. So these women that they rise through the circumstances. The more circumstances they go through, the more they become better, the more they become stronger. Like you're saying that a woman can bring a blessing. It's something that a woman can be doing that God is blessing the family through. And yet we are caging them. And also, respectively, men, sometimes you are caging the destiny of the woman because obviously when her parents were taking her to school, when her mother gave birth to her, there are things that she would speak a blessing on the child. My child will be this and that, and then she's married to you, and then she must just sit there. We are not saying women must be all out, but there's something in that woman. That woman is not empty. She was born for a purpose, and that purpose must be fulfilled, and it must be discovered. Before fulfillment, there's discovery.
I think it goes back to Genesis 1, when God created, when God, he said to Adam, I'm going to give you a helper, So, which I believe, a lot of men, they've taken this verse in a wrong perspective, whereby they would tell you, you know what, I will have to tell you where you need to help me. You see, especially people, I'm sorry guys, but this is reality.
Yeah.
Especially as people, mainly Christians, they would tell you, you are my helper. So I will tell you where you need to help me. But I don't believe so. Because I believe a woman can be so powerful just as men, because and also if you want your woman to help you, there has to be a plan, there has to be a mission, there has to be something tangible where they can come and help,
right.
be it financial, be it with the kids and everything. And going back to the Mother's Day, tell me something. Is it only the duty of mothers to raise the kids? Because I've seen in Africa here, it's more like the mother does all the dirty work when it comes to raising the kids.
Yeah, I still feel that besides your biological mother, there is always that person who is like a second mother. There's always, how do you see that this person is like a second mother? There's always that person who checks up on you. That person is always wanting to see you happy. That person is always checking on you. The person wants to see you okay. You see, they are always for your joy, your happiness, and your safety. It could be your elder sister, it could be your auntie, it could be your pastor's wife. There's always that person. So on a day like this, if your mom is gone to be with the Lord, then there's always that person. And surprise that person. Do you know how it feels when someone comes? It has happened to me. That's how I'm speaking. Most of the things I'm talking is from experience. From the start, anything I'm saying is from experience. It was a Mother's Day of 2 years ago. Somebody came to me with gifts, and she said, "Happy Mother's Day." And I'm like, okay. She's almost like my age, but she lost her mom. And then after, when I read the note, that's when I realized she said, "You've been like a mom to me, even if we are like almost of the same age." So you can never know who you're being like a mom to. You know, check out on somebody when you wake up. Ask, "How are you? How is the children? How is it going? Are you okay? I did not see you. I did not see you." Sometimes check up on people. You can never know who you are impacting.
Okay, to guys that are watching us, like you said,
Yeah.
there's always the next person that you always count on. That person on this specific day, she's representing your mother. She is your mother, you know. Okay, let's go back. There's always a debate when it comes to Mother's Day, you know. Are we celebrating our spiritual mothers and our real mothers on the same day? And how important is it to find balance if we are celebrating both?
Okay. We celebrate both. There's a blessing that comes when you celebrate your own mother, the one that bore you, the one that carried you for 9 months. There's just 2 words that she will say. She might not even be born again. But when you do something to please her, we don't celebrate them today only. We celebrate them daily, monthly, yearly. Anytime, that's how we have to keep on taking care of them. Sometimes it's the little things that you think you're doing, and as long as they are happy in their heart, there's a blessing that comes from your biological mother that you might not get from the other side. Now let's talk about your spiritual mother. Your spiritual mother also deserves to be blessed, to be given gifts, to be celebrated as well, because there's also a type of blessing you get that side that you might not get from your, like, that's why I refer to as maybe sometimes your mother, even if she's not born again. But we will not rule out the fact that your own mother, because if she's happy, you're okay. If she's not happy, then things go wrong. I know that could be a debate of another day, but
All right.
please your mother. Please your mother.
Your own biological mother.
Please, if she's still alive, you're privileged, you're blessed. Because there are people who are like, "Oh, with all this money that I have now, but my mother is gone, I don't know how to bless her." But your one is alive. Anything you can do to make her happy. There's something I did to my mom at the beginning of this year. She wanted something. So I had to, deprive myself of some things just to make sure that I do that thing because it was big. The day the thing arrived there, she recorded herself praying around the yard. I know, Mama, if you're hearing me, forgive me. I love you, Mom. She recorded herself praying around the yard. What was she doing? Speaking a blessing. On voice note. She was on WhatsApp voice note. She was speaking, and I'm like, "So why you walk around the yard?" I didn't know they are elderly people. She's almost in her 60s, so she's an elderly person. So that's a blessing on its own that might even pass the one that I'll say, "Kneel down there now, lay my hand on you."
Wow, that's profound.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much for the insight that you've given us. Guys that are watching us at home, please, guys, follow us each and every time. We're going to be releasing a lot of series on different topics. Okay, wrapping this up, what last words do you have for the mothers today?
One of the words that I would love to be out there is, as a mother, as a sister, be a crown fixer, girl. When your other girl misses it or loses it, don't be the one to say, "Oh, look at her, she made a mistake." Because she might make a mistake today, but you don't know where she will be tomorrow. So instead of killing the wounded soldier, let's stand up for each other. Mother, don't just love your children, love the other woman's children. You can never know where your children will be one day.
Wow, that's so good. So very
Above
profound.
all, be prayerful and be vigilant. Be
Wow.
very prayerful and be vigilant. Because your children are looking up to you.
Thank you so much. To guys that are watching us, here I am again. This is what I'm going to say, guys. You know, on this day, let's not disappoint. Let's at least do something for our mother. You know, it takes the patience, the passion of a mother for us to be where we are today. Which I believe also, if you do things, certain things, if you just practice them, they also provoke, certain blessings automatically without even her saying, just you thinking to say, you know what, I want to do this for my mom on this day. You are already provoking certain things and certain blessings unknowingly. To whoever was watching us, if you haven't called your mom, this is the right time. You need to call your mom, pick up your phone, at least buy airtime today. This is the day. Call her and hear how she, understand, and at least do something, figure out something. Because these people, they gave their life for us,
They did.
And they've been always there for us, and there's no one would be like a mother, I just want to say happy Mother's Day to you all, and thank you so much, my dearest Eva Joy, for being
You're
here.
welcome.
It was so wonderful, and the information that you've given us is so relevant.
Thank God.
Thank you so much for that, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe and share our Facebook pages. Eva Joy, you said you've got
Everjoy Inspirational. Please like, share, and yeah.
Facebook
follow.
or YouTube.
Facebook, on YouTube is Everjoy Jasper.
Yes, it. Okay, guys. So we're gonna try to, as much as possible, to put some content there or underneath. But don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, Stars of Africa. We love you. We need you. Thank you so much. Everjoy and I signing out.